Well, hundreds of thousands of retirees have had their personal information leaked after a massive data breach. KCRA has discovered that it's impacted members of two of the largest public pension funds in the nation, and some of those members say they should have been notified sooner.
Why weren't we told? Why weren't we given a heads up?
Well, all kinds of personal data was stolen in this breach.
Yes, a lot of information. KCRA 3's Lizzie Mitri joins us live with what happened and how each state agency is now responding. Lizzie.
Lisa, cyber criminals had access to sensitive information like social security numbers in this worldwide data breach involving a third-party company that both the California State Teachers Retirement System and the California Public Employees Retirement System have been contracting with. With roughly 2 million state, school, and public agency members, the California Public Employees Retirement System, or CalPERS, is the largest public pension fund in the nation. And about 769,000 of their retirees and beneficiaries are now learning their names, birth dates, and social security numbers could be in the hands of cyber criminals after a data breach of a third-party vendor, PBI Research Services.
We use an outside vendor in this particular case to verify the status of our retirees and whether retirees have passed away, because if they have passed away, we want to make sure that their beneficiaries have what they need. We want to make the system reflect the right payments.
That vendor tells KCRA it discovered a vulnerability in its software was being exploited at the end of May. It fixed it and notified clients like CalPERS.
On June 6th, we heard that we might have had a vulnerability. On June 9th, we were told there was a vulnerability, and we moved into action as fast as we could from there.
But the public and retirees like Randy Cheek didn't find out until yesterday, 2 weeks later.
I felt that this was just, flabbergasted that they didn't say anything to anybody before this. We should have known. We should have been able to check our accounts.
Cheek is the legislative director for the Retired Public Employees Association of California and ran unsuccessfully last year for a seat on the CalPERS Board of Administration.
Why weren't we told sooner? We should have been told sooner.
We asked CalPERS.
We've been making sure that all of our information systems were secure, and we wanted to get the right information as fast as we could to the retirees. It was important that we got them the information they needed.
While looking into CalPERS, KCRA also reached out to the nation's second largest public pension fund, the California State Teachers Retirement System, and learned while they did not publish a news release like CalPERS, they also contract with PBI and are trying to identify members whose information was compromised. And they didn't respond when we asked how many people were impacted or if they'll continue to use that third-party company, while CalPERS says that is something that they are reevaluating, and in the meantime, they will not be sharing information with that company. Live here in Sacramento, Lizzie Mitri, KCRA 3 News.
Lizzie, thank you. And CalPERS says it's working to notify victims who will get free access to credit monitoring through Experian for 2 years. Anyone with questions can also visit the CalPERS website, email them, or call the hotline that you see there on your screen.